Hey, the Circle of Hope pastors are here. Julie, Ben, myself. Rachel's still in Italy.
Italia.
And can you blame her? Um, we're glad to be together. We're trying to answer questions that people ask us. The question today is, will money always stress me out? Will I always have economic anxiety?
Will money always stress me out?
Yeah, like that. Well, does it? Why does it stress us out?
Because there's always the need for it. I mean, I am very aware that in my household we have a car that's over 200,000 miles on it.
What kind of car, by the way?
A Toyota Avalon.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, that's good. It'll probably rust over before the end.
My kid's gonna need braces. Our back porch needs to be replaced. Has needed it for like 5 years. You know, there's long-term things, there's immediate things, there's always need for money.
Yeah, I think money stresses me out because I don't want to think about it. I'm actually kind of wired to not be very stressed out, which leads me to kind of have this kind of nagging, kind of dark, amorphous monster. That's what money can kind of become when it gets tight, because it's like, oh, I just want to like trust that it's going to be okay. I think that is actually kind of how I'm wired, but that could be disastrous if I didn't have Gwyneth saving our life.
The other option then is just to like ignore it. My cell was talking about this the other week, and Will Crosswell, who isn't works for a credit union and does financial workshops all the time, gave us like the rundown of one of his financial workshops, and it was so practical and helpful. And one of the basic place he started was to talk about, where is your money going? Knowing where your money goes is kind of the first step to making a change. And so if you're just ignoring that like shadowy monster and looking the other way, it will always be this presence that's weighing on you.
Some people have trepidation, and I know you're out there, before you open your bank account statement online, because you really don't know what is there. How much money do I even have? Did I over withdraw? I don't know when you'll be watching this. However, right now in our daily prayer wind, we're going through one of my favorite books, which I recommend to you. You can also just read our entries and get the best stuff from it that way, called The Economy of Desire by Daniel Bell. Daniel Bell says that this economic form has taken over our desire, and we need to learn to give it back to God. But before I get to God, I just want to say that in the United States, the system is designed in a way that requires you to be worried and stressed out and afraid. That motivates the economic system, because you need to collect more, you need to worry more, you need to hold on tighter. That keeps the economic engine moving. Scarcity and greed is central to how the economy works. So if you feel stressed out, I think that's normal. And in my opinion, in this economic form, without some external support and help, you might always be worried. It's not just a matter of changing something in you. The system itself engenders your fear, in my opinion.
Yeah, I always hate that all of the news breaks on almost every radio station will tell us what the Dow did today, as if those companies' success is like part of my daily existence. Oh, good, the Dow went up. You know, like we all need to know this. There's this kind of corporate mentality that we're all responsible for the whole economy, and I need to buy stuff, or I'm doing my part.
And what's so funny is the success of the stock market really has nothing to do with the success of the job market. Just to give you a technical point, stocks can do really well, but it really has nothing to do with most people. You know, the stock market success and the economy are two different things.
But it definitely can fuel anxiety.
Yeah, right? That's the whole idea.
And at the same time, another part of the news is this the lottery. We're hearing about it every day. People are buying tickets all the time.
How many did you buy, Julie?
None.
Wow, that's a self-control.
Yo, confession, I bought one. Mostly just to be a part of the hype because I love mass hysteria. But I bought a ticket and I was worried. Actually, money stressed me out in that moment because it's like, if I win, it's gonna ruin my life. If I get $1.6 billion, I'm not positive I'm gonna be the person that I am today, tomorrow.
Just give it to me, Ben. I will.
No,
Jesus does warn us about that.
Yeah, isn't that right? So, and again, I think you're seeing it right in the Bible too, the same problem. When Jesus teaches about money in the Sermon on the Mount, he says you can't have both masters. Can't have two masters, both money and God. And then after that, right after his teaching on money, he encourages the disciples and the people that he's addressing, who are largely poor, destitute Jewish people, not to worry about money because God provides for them. His antidote to fear about money is faith in God. That's an abstract idea, I think, for today. But I want you to know at least that Jesus is sympathetic, empathetic with your fear and worry about money if you have any. It's designed to worry you, and Jesus knows it.
Yeah, because when he says don't have two masters, he's not saying, you're bad if money rules you. He's saying, no, money rules you, so watch out. Like money, it's just powerful. That's how you are, and you need to be aware of that so you can give your trust actively to God. You have to do something to counter that narrative that you're getting about the Dow and the lottery and all this stuff. You have to live your faith and trust in a practical way in order to counter that natural stress about money.
So how do we overcome this? Is there any way to overcome it, Julie?
Well, Jesus also says, let no debt remain outstanding, but the debt of love for each other. I think that he's saying, don't be ruled by the love of money, because the love of that I'm bringing, the kingdom that I'm bringing, is another way. And so when we live into the kingdom of God and we follow Jesus and we don't let ourselves be ruled by money, that is how God provides. And practically, we take care of each other. We share our resources. We redistribute wealth. The church is actively working to undo the inequality and the systemic problems that our society that are very real.
Yeah, the very real thing in your heart, though, is to, I think, give your money to God and to the church. We're often really practical about our common fund and the money that we share towards the mission of Circle of Hope. It's like, no, we got to do it because this is our project and God's given us this purpose to do. But I think there's a devotional aspect that really needs to be uplifted regularly when we're having this heart stuff happen about money, when the stress and the monster is looming. We can actually safeguard our heart by disempowering money, by giving it away, by giving it to God. It's like, no, this isn't going to run me. And in fact, I want this community to be my primary identity, not my net worth or not my feeling about whether I'm safe financially.
That's right. And the message that you're not safe financially and that you're insecure and that is given to us, forced down our throat with impunity. And every single instinct that you have, that you're taught, I believe, is to say, no, I'm not going to give my money away. I'm not going to share it because I won't have enough for me and I won't have enough for my family. When you begin sharing, you're undoing that imposition, that kind of intellectual and societal imposition on you that tells you you can't share because if you do, bad things will happen. When you share honestly in the common fund, as this practical example, you're beginning, there's a revolution that's happening in you and in the world. And I'm really not being grandiose about that. I really believe it.
Truth.
Any more?
Probably a good place to end.
Yeah, the revolution that's happening inside of you. So I hope that, we don't expect this video to calm your nerves immediately. But I hope it moves us in the right direction. Jesus is with us, even in our worry about money. And we have some ideas about how to build our faith so that we're not worried. So I'm glad we're doing this together. I hope that you have a chance to participate in our alternative economy. Till next time, see you later.